Hey guys, what's up and welcome back. And today I have a very special video for you guys. So I've mentioned previously on the channel that I'm going to be doing product reviews and I have yet to make one. So I decided that I'm going to change that. As my first product review, I'm going to be unboxing, setting up, and reviewing the newer NW-700 condenser microphone kit. So first off, I want to look at the box. Now, I got this product from Amazon, and it did not come in any extra box. It was shipped exactly like this. I'm not sure if that depends on who you get it from, or just sometimes Amazon sends it in a box, and sometimes they don't. I don't know. But because they did not put this box inside of a bigger box, there was some damage to the outside of this box. So right here, there's like some tearing, and over here as well. Though that was basically from the top getting pushed, like something like pushed it forward, and so it kind of just stressed the cardboard. That shouldn't really mean anything for the inside. Like, it shouldn't have damaged anything, so long as it like wasn't dropped or anything like that. But we'll see if everything works. That's kind of the point of this, to see how well it works, to see if, you know, Amazon did a good job as well. So yeah. And then there was also a dent right there that, again, shouldn't really matter much, especially since there was a second layer of cardboard underneath, but very minor damage, really. But I actually got this kit on Amazon for $42, $41.99. And this was the cheapest, best microphone that I could find anywhere. So everything, it comes with literally everything that you need, and I'll show you all the different products that it does include. But you literally just have to buy this kit, and you have the entire mic set up there. You don't need any extra programs, or it comes with the power supply. So it is entirely ready to go kit. You just got to put it together, and that's literally it. So now the question is, what is the quality of the builds and of the audio, or is it perhaps not worth your money? So let's get into the unboxing. First off, we have our two pop filters. This is your standard mesh pop filter, and then right here is a foam sleeve or cap pop filter that you can place directly over the microphone. This will go in front of the microphone, and we'll talk about these later on in the video and do some tests to see whether the quality of these pop filters are substantial. Okay, and then here we have our scissor arm stand for the microphone. This is basically going to mount to any desk that you have. There's a clamp that attaches to it, and you're going to put the clamp on one side and then the microphone on the other, and it's basically going to stretch out like that, and you're going to be able to make it swivel and things like that. So the reason why you want a scissor arm stand is because with a tripod, I know I saw a lot of mics with like Snowball, the Yeti Snowball will actually use a tripod stand that you set on the table. But a problem with that is if you ever touch your desk, it's going to shake the microphone, and you're going to get feedback from that. So you're going to have kind of interference with what you're actually saying. It's going to pick up all the vibrations from the table. So with this, you can actually have a shock mount on the end of it that you can place your microphone in, and what that does is it basically reduces vibrations. And I'll show you the shock mount in a moment here. But this is really nice, having the scissor arm that allows for the shock mount to be placed on the end of it, and then even if you do hit your table and the scissor arm moves, the shock mount prevents any of those vibrations from reaching the microphone and making the audio quality not as good. So I really do like this scissor arm stand. It is completely made out of metal. Everything on it, it's completely metal, and it feels very durable and sturdy. Nothing cheap. And this is definitely very good news for such an affordable mic, and hopefully we'll see more high quality like this for the rest of the kit. And there are hand twist screws right here where you can tighten and loosen these things. So you can loosen that to where you can move it very easily, and then tighten it so that it'll stay in position. And it does have good resistance when you have tightened that. So that is a good sign as well. It does say that this stand it has a max load capacity of 53 ounces or 1.5 kilograms. So if your microphone is heavier than that, it's not going to be suitable for this stand. Okay, and we do have an instruction manual here. And is this the warranty? Oh no, customer support. So here is the 48-volt phantom power supply, and then this is the female to male XLR cable that you'll need. And that's, by the way, I forgot to mention that, but this is an XLR microphone. Yeah, so it's not USB. It is actually XLR female to a 3.5 millimeter audio jack that you can plug into your computer. So this XLR to 3.5 millimeter jack is definitely much better than a USB microphone. You see, usually a lot of these cheap microphones are going to be USB microphones. They plug in through your USB ports on your computer. The problem with those is that they don't have the quality to back up that price, because yeah, you're paying less money for it, but you're also getting a much worse audio quality. You can search up videos that show the difference between a microphone that is an XLR that uses a power supply and a microphone that is just a USB microphone, and you can tell very clearly the difference. Not worth it to get the USB microphones. Okay, and this is the power supply here. Let's just get that open. So yeah, our AC, we have this. So this adapter will plug into the power supply and will give the power supply power for it to make our audio hopefully sound great. Okay, and this is what I talked about, what I mentioned earlier. It's a shock mount. So basically it has these cords that go through all these different hooks right here, and it basically helps to reduce vibrations. And this is how you actually use the shock mount. So there's these two metal pieces right here that move, and you basically pinch those together, and you notice that in here, for this holster for the microphone will open up down here. You can see the gap, and so you basically open that up, slide the microphone in, clamp it down. Well, it clamps down on its own, and there you go. Your mic is securely in there. Now we'll see how well it fits. And also, the manufacturer specifically says that that this stand does not support Blue Yeti microphones. And I forgot to mention that earlier, but just so you know, it does not support those. Finally, we have come to the last piece in this kit, which is the microphone. Like I said, this is the newer, and actually I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing this correctly, but I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna, it's newer. It sounds kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, so this specific model is the NW-700, like I mentioned earlier, and yeah, it's an XLR microphone, clearly. So yeah, we're going to basically see how well this microphone does now. Well, and also, so let's see how well this microphone will fit into the shock mount. See if it fits nicely. Okay. So that is a nice snug fit. This microphone is not going anywhere. So you also want to keep in mind that this microphone, this is the front right here where this logo is. That's the front. So you want to have the microphone facing your mouth like that. Because the back side is actually, they designed this to reduce background noises. So noises that come directly to the front of it, it's going to pick up clearly, and noises that come from behind are going to be drowned out basically by the foreground. So, which is really nice. So really great if that does end up working out well. But remember to keep the logo side to your face. Oh, and there is one more piece that I almost forgot. This is the table clamp. So you're going to clamp this to your desk, and then you're going to put this black rod right there into the clamp, and it's going to rest in that. And this is how you're going to mount your stand to the desk. Now, the maximum opening for this clamp is 1.7 inches or 4.5 centimeters. So you definitely want to check to see if your desk or whatever you're mounting this to actually is too big, or this clamp will actually fit on it. So that is important to remember. Okay, and so for the setup, this is pretty, simple. Just unscrew it. Actually, the other way. Just unscrew it, mount it to your desk. Once you have that clamp securely mounted to your desk, you want to unscrew the thumb screw on the top of it. That way you're able to fit the scissor arm into the clamp. So once you set it in there, then you can tighten that thumb screw until once you have it in the right position, the scissor arm in the right position. I'll just put it in this position for now. That way you guys can see what I'm doing with the shock mount. So we're going to screw the shock mount onto this end. Okay, and you can also continue to rotate it until you put it into a position that you want it to be in. And then another thumbtack that's right here that you can tighten in order to keep the shock mount in its correct position. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to open up the shock mount and slide the microphone in. The logo has to go on the front. There you go. So now you're able to adjust it, and so yeah, the scissor arm has a really good reach, so it's pretty flexible in that area, in that respect. Yeah, and just all around seems very durable. Actually, the only piece of plastic that is on this so far is actually the thumb screws and the shock mount. Everything else is metal, and it seems really well built. So this, you basically are going to attach, here I'll move it up farther, that way you guys can see it. You're going to attach this to the frame. Just make sure that it's snug. And that's good right there. And this is basically going to go right in front of the microphone there. Now you want it to be kind of close to your face if you're going to be using it. Close to your face, a good distance from the microphone, and basically what this is meant to do, as well as the sleeve pop filter, is it's meant to stop the breath that the wind that you create with your breath from hitting the microphone and causing what's known as plosives. Basically, it's like fuzzy. It's kind of like a fuzzy interference noise that is created when when wind blows on the microphone's diaphragm. I haven't tested the audio yet, but so far, great quality. So that's all of the main setup, and now what you need to do is you need to plug in your microphone to your power supply and then plug that into your computer. And I'm going to show you how you do that. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to take your female to male XLR cable, and you're going to plug in the female cable, the female end, into your microphone, like so. I don't know if you could see that or not, but you plug in the female side. And then this, which is the male side, gets plugged into the input on your power supply. Just make sure that for these cables that the pins match up with the holes they're supposed to go in. So there you go, you have your input set up now. Now what you do is you take your female XLR to the 3.5 millimeter audio jack, and you plug that into, let me just show you, there you go, female XLR 3.5 millimeter audio jack, and you plug the XLR end into the output right there. Okay, and make sure that both these click in. And then you're going to plug this into your computer. Then you can also you're also going to take your your adapter here, and you're going to plug the other end right here into where it says AC 18 volts. And now once you plug this adapter in and this 3.5 millimeter audio jack into your computer, you're going to have this microphone all ready and set up. There's literally no programs or anything else that you need to install or anything like that. Once you have this kit, you have everything. Okay, and also this is a power switch here, so if you want the power supply to be on or off, remember to toggle that. So yeah, with that, let's get this going and see how the audio sounds. Okay, so I'm going to do an audio test right now to check the mesh pop filter and how well it eliminates plosives, which are basically going to sound like a popping noise. And I think actually we're going to start without the pop filter. That way you know what the plosives sound like if you don't already. And then we can compare it to with the pop filter. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. And now with the pop filter. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay, so I listened to the audio, and it turns out it did reduce the plosives very nicely, so that is definitely a really good sign. Another thing that I would like to mention too, there is a bit of fuzzy kind of static sound in the background in the audio, and I do want to let you guys know that that is actually not from the microphone. What's happening is my computer's running, and it's kind of loud, especially like my hard drive, and so it's definitely picking that up, and so keep in mind that is actually, it's not actually going to be that loud when you're using this usually, so long as you don't have like a loud computer, and my computer is pretty close to the microphone, so yeah, but it does sound really nice. So overall, I'm quite pleased with the quality of the sound that is produced from this microphone, and yeah, I would recommend this, guys. For $42, this is a great entry-level microphone. Say you're gonna be Twitch streaming, or I mean, really, you could do anything with this microphone. But that's kind of the reason why I'm featuring it. But you can use this in streaming, and of course, you can rearrange this just the way that I have it right now. I didn't, but you can rearrange this to where it basically can come from the side like that for your streams. That way it's not covering your face like this. I'm going to be including a link to be able to buy this on Amazon down below in the description. So if you guys are interested in checking this out or buying it, then just click that link and it'll send you right to this very product. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this video. This was my first review, so I'm gonna have to kind of get better and improve as I make more of them. But hopefully you guys did get useful information out of this video, and if you didn't, please let me know what I missed down in the comments below. And so yeah, and by the way, I'm actually going to be making a new YouTube channel where I'll be doing covers and maybe even parodies, and also probably eventually original songs as well. And I'll be sharing that with you guys, and I'll actually be using this microphone since it has passed the test. And so yeah, if you guys want to check that out, I'm going to put a card, I think, up there. Yeah, you'll see it, but it'll come up, and I'll put the link to my channel there. I don't have anything posted on that channel as of filming this video, but in a couple of weeks from today, I should have something out there. So, but I'll put the card up there in the meantime, and so yeah, if you guys are interested, please do check that out. Actually, I'm just going to be using this microphone for the rest of what I'm saying, I guess, and then I can give you a comparison, just because it was kind of like covering my face with the pop filter, and it was bugging me, so I changed that a little bit. I'm going to have a different angle next time. I didn't have time to worry about that right now, but I'll have a different angle if when I do use it again. So with that, I guess we'll end the video here, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know what you think.